My experience as a child with a mother that has addiction issues, an alcoholic and drugs, it was very unpredictable. It was unsettling. I didn't always know what to expect. As part of my journey, I've looked back at my life because I have this constant fear that walks with me, and I've tried to isolate that moment when that first started. And what I discovered was that one of my mom's boyfriends at the time had really isolated us from our family and from friends. I must have been 3 or 4, and it was the first time that I thought I was going to die. He had been at work. My mom had fixed dinner, and she had held dinner, so we didn't eat until he got there. And when he did get there, he was smashed. A fight ensued, and he began beating her. And when I went to try to help her, he threw me across the room into the door. And that, though, was the moment that I know that fear began walking with me, and I was consumed. My son Adam, I feel like his journey on addiction began when he was 18. He had gone in for an emergency appendectomy, and he had been given opioids at that time to control the pain. He did become addicted, and that has been his primary drug of choice. It was such an emotional time for me. It brought back everything from my childhood, this helpless feeling. Adam started his recovery at CKF. It wasn't the traditional 12-step program. It was like they accepted him where he was, got him connected with a doctor and a therapist, and he was doing really, really good on this program. And then it was probably 3 years later that I got a call from Chelsea, and she was at the ER, and she said, Adam has overdosed. He's okay, but he's overdosed. I went to therapy after Adam's overdose, and it helped me to be able to work through things from my past, from my childhood, and my guilt of almost losing Adam as a mother and as a person, because it was a failure that was consuming. One of the things that the therapist that I was working with helped me with was writing out my feelings and my memories. But that writing process really allowed me to dig deep inside and work through finding that moment where that fear started. What I've learned is that addiction is consuming, and it really is a disease. It's a very misunderstood disease, and that many, many people have struggles with addiction, and that it isn't just one type of person or one area. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what background you have. It doesn't matter what occupation you have. It can affect anyone. It's so important to work through it, and it is hard work. Whether you're the one struggling with addiction or it's your family, my message would be, don't let it. Don't let the stigma or what other people think keep you from having a life that's worth living and getting help.